Today, I'll show you how you can use the Autobot with MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 so you can automate any technical indicator from MetaTrader platform with any brokers of your choice. At the same time, I will also walk you through the new feature of the Autobot Trading Signal Software. So without further ado, let's jump in. Let's go ahead and launch the Autobot. Click on open right there. Then on Autobot Signals. Okay, so it will ask to open the software. You click to allow, yes. So once the software is launched, then you can select your favorite brokers. So if you are trading Pocket Option, you just click on connect with the Pocket Option. If you are using Quotex, any brokers here. Right now we only offer the connectivity with the binary option brokers, but for the crypto and forex and stock, it's going to come later this year. So let's start with the Quotex because I have my account connect with the Quotex here on my dashboard. You can have a look. So the first thing, you won't be able to see this result yet, until you start using the software. Then the result will start showing up on the dashboard. Okay, let's log in with the Quotex because that's what I have right now. So the connection will start the process. So just wait. It will pop up the Chrome extension to log in. So don't worry, just leave it to start the process of login. When it is successfully logged in, you can then launch to the signal page. Okay, so here where you needed to use the MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 to send signal. So without this signal key or signal page, the software won't be able to place the trade for you because there are no logic to offer when it is to buy, when it is to sell. So you need to have those logic from TradingView or either from the MetaTrader platform. But today we will talk about the MT4. So let's start with the connection of the MT4. Okay, so we will leave it right here. So remember, this is gonna be a signal. So I'm gonna use a signal here. I'm gonna use Joe signal MT. Okay, MT4. Okay, let's say that. So Joe signal MT4. So that's the signal I'm going to use to connect with my MT4. Okay, before I click on saving, so let's leave it right here. Let's open our MT4. So here is my MT4. I already have it set it up right there. Before I'm going to add more symbol into my MT4, I will have to make sure that what currency that we have and how many percentage that we got when we winning. For example, if we're trading $1 here, how many profit we got from each of the currency, so that I can add that currencies into our platform. So we have 4 currency here that offer more than 70%. So I'm going to trade with this 4 currency. Then let's go back to our MT4, and we're gonna add those to our platform. In order to connect with the Autobot, to send the signal from the Autobot, you needed to have the connector. But okay, let's before going to that, let's add the indicator to this first, because we wanted to have a logic to send when to buy and when to sell. So without the signal, the bot won't know how to do. Like, there's no logic to tell, like, okay, this is the buy signal, this is the sell signal. That's why you need to have an indicator or I can say an EA or something. So the signal that I already have it here. Let's go to my indicator. Where is my right there? I'm gonna use the Signal Pro. This is the one that I built. Let's add it to Signal Pro. We got an input right there. Okay, so you have to enable push notification. You have to enable that one so that when the signal is alert, you can read the message right here. This is the key point, to connect with the connector. Okay, I will leave it right here first, so I will not close it. because when we run the connector, our connector will read the alert on the screen right here. That's the key point. That is how the software communicate. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it right there, right here. So as you can see, we now have the logic because we already set up the indicator. We have the sell alert, buy alert, and buy alert right there. So this is the logic, you know, to run our software. So we got all these indicators setting up, and we're gonna set the same indicator into all this currency as well. So it's a Signal Pro. Okay, this is the first version that I built. This one right there. Also, we got the logic and Signal Pro. Add it, and we also going to add the logic. See, we got this logic right now. JPY, USD, JPY. Also gonna add the logic. Same indicator. I'm gonna use the same indicator. So remember, this is the alert that's showing. Now we got 2 alert, like you can see. Okay, now we got the indicator that gives us the logic when to buy and when to sell. One our indicator is set up. So now let's go back to our website. So go back to our website. Make sure that you go to features and click on MetaTrader Connect. Then we need to download the AutoSignal connector MT4 because we're using MT4, and then we connect the MT4 here. Click on the download. When the download finish, open the download folders, unzip it. So when it is unzipped, double click to unzip. So when it is unzipped, just copy the signal connector.ex4. This is the file that you needed to copy. Just copy that one. This is the step 1, download the connector, and then go back to your MT4. Okay, let me put that into full. Then go into file, open data folder. Okay, here's your data folder. So let me put it up big a little bit. Okay. Then go to MQL4. Go to the script. You needed to paste our connector in the script here. Just right click and click on paste right there. So when you see AutoSignal underscore connector.ex4 pasted here, then you can close. Back to your script, just right click and refresh to show it right here. So you got the connector right now. Then let's move on. So we already passed the script onto our folder. That's step 2. And then going to step 3 is enable web requests. Go back to MT4, go to a tools, options, and then going to expert advisor right here. Then you needed to check allow automated trading. Then check this too as well. Also allow the DLL import and allow web request listed URL. So here you needed to paste our web request URL right here. Back to our website and copy that web request right there. You can copy here or just copy from there. So let's click and copy back to our MT4 and then just paste it right there. Okay, so once you paste it, then click on OK to close. Okay, then let's move on to step 5 or step 4. So step 4, we needed to add our connector to the chart. Okay, so let's go to adding to the chart. Right now we have our indicator. This is our logic to send buy signal and sell signal. So let me pull in the alert messages right there. And then let's go to signal connector and execute it to the chart. It can be any chart, but I recommend it to use only one chart only. Don't put our connector in every chart or every currency that's open here. Okay, just only one chart should be done. Go into connectors, right click and click on execute. Okay, so here's the key point, to run our connector, because our connector is something to capture the alert message and then transfer or send that to be a command, for the trading. For example, right here for the down direction is a sell. It's a sell signal, or in binary option we call it put. So for the down is a put. Then you needed to put exactly the alerts message is saying, but don't have to putting all this whole sentence, like go for down direction. You don't have to put all this whole sentence. You just capture the one that is the key to send the sell or the buy. Just only one keyword. Okay, it is down right here, but some alert is going to say sell, or some alert is going to say short or something like that. So you just copy that word, just the keyword. Okay, down, and then you're going to put here it's a down, because that's what our alert say, down. And then for the call, you can say it's an up direction. This is up direction right there. And then you just put that what our alert say for the up, for the call and for the sell. So you need to define that so that our connector can read it. And then we go into the input symbol. So this symbol, it's about the name of the indicator. You can use this one here, the name of the Signal Pro, or you can use it indicator right here. It's fine. If the message alert saying about something that have in both direction, up or down, should be the name of that indicator. So I'm going to use the word signal right here. Signal. Just only one word should be fine. You don't have to put a pro here as well. And then 500 and 1000, I'm going to leave it as it is by default. And then let's go to our signal key. So here is the link. This is the key, without it, the software won't be able to execute the command. So let's go to the signal key here. So make sure that both are marked. Joe Signal. Okay, Joe Signal. So I think that's it. We are going to trade on a Forex market. So the rest should be fine. But for this two symbol, it's mean when you are running an OTC. So this is where you needed to input those as well. So for how to set up the OTC signal, so look for my other video, because I already show it how you can connect with the OTC chart, and also can run the trade on even on the weekend. So for Forex or normal Forex, so this should be fine. And then click on OK. So when you click on OK, this log folder will be pop up open. You can't close it. If you try to close it, it will keep up pop up open like this. So the reason it's keep up open like this, it's mean that the log is running, the log is reading each alert. Where is the alert? It's not this alert that you see right there. It's the alert right here on the expert. Yeah, this one. Not in the journal. It should be in the expert right there. And then because in the expert, it's gonna list all this, alert signal, even the where we put. Okay, here we go. We got alert. So when we got the alert here, for the down direction, you see the send signal right here. This is our connector that's sending the signal. It's sending the put, and then the GBP CAD with the signal key of Joe Signal MT4. So that's it. That's mean the software is working, the connector is working, and the connector is sending that signal to the Autobot so that you can execute it onto your Quotex account. Okay, so I think that's it for this. Now let's go back to our software. So it's not going to have a trade yet because we not saved it yet. So click on save right now. So when it is saved, so let me walk you through the new setting, the new feature of our Autobot software. So the first thing you see, you have a signal management. So signal management is about how you wanted to execute the signal. So for example, you got the signal here from a trading view, and how you want to execute it. You want to execute it immediately or when the bar is closed. The bar is closed, it means this candle is closed. For example, it's alert right here on this candle, and then the next candle it will be trade like after the bar close, and then it will execute the signal. So it's up to you. It's up to the way that you want it to be trade. So you can select the bar close or immediate. So for me, I will select on immediate, and going to give them a fixed amount of $10 right here. I think it's too much. I'm going to trade just $5 should be fine for me. So in the amount here, we have two options. You can set it a fixed amount, or you can set it as a percentage of your balance. It depends on how much balance that you have, and then you can just set the percentage of it. So the software will just the amount of trade will increase when your balance increases as well. But I want to have it fixed right here with the duration of 60 seconds right there. Then we go into goal setting. Goal setting is about taking your profit and stop loss. So when you have, when you read, like for example, like $100, in a profit, if you select on fixed amount, so your profit is $100, the software will close or will stop working. So the same thing with the stop loss. So when you losing $50, and then the software will stop. Or you can use it as a percentage of your balance. So it's really up to you. So I'm not going to use goal setting right here. Then here on our risk management, we have a compound strategies. Compound is about winning trade or winning strategies. So for example, you wanted to, if the trade is winning and then you just want to reuse the profit and execute more trade, you can also do so with a compound strategies right here. In martingale management here, we have two options. We have the next signal and also have next expiry. So next signal, it means martingale will calculate and will execute a trade when only there is a signal that's sent in. If there is no signal to send in, so the martingale will not be, take steps, okay? And for the next expiry, it means it's going to take, the trade immediately if the trade is losing. Like if you're losing the trade and then next expiry will kick in and will keep on trading on the same signal that you got from from the first trade. If the first trade is losing and then the second, the third, the fourth, it will just keep on trading nonstop, trying to recover your loss immediately. So this is for the next expiry, okay? So for me, I will select the next expiry because I want the software to make sure that every signal that got in, it's going to follow up very quickly and trying to recover the trade very quickly. The way that you needed to follow for X steps, we have an auto martingale and also a manual. Auto martingale, we have multipliers and steps. Multipliers mean for the first trade, for example, here I put $5, and then the next step is going to multiply with the 2.5, and then we'll have the amount to trade on next, and every step it's get lost, and then it just keep on multiplying. And then manual martingale is about, you input X step manually right there. For me, if you are using the next expiry, it's going to be very aggressive. It can be losing a lot of money, or can be losing a lot of steps in the process. So I recommend it not to use the auto martingale, because when you use auto martingale and multiply with the 2.5, I'm sure that you're going to reach 4, 5, or 7 steps very easy. For example, like one here losing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 step or 4 step. It's very easily, to get into a lot of trade. And when you keep on multiplying, you're going to end up with a huge amount of capital you needed to manage to run the software. So if you are using aggressive like this, so I recommend it to use manual. But if you using the next signal, I think you can stick with the auto martingale right here. But because I'm using the expiry, I'm gonna skip this one and go into the manual right here. So for the manual here, okay, for the manual here we have 15, 20. Okay, so let's go to my calculation here. So here I have my calculation needed to be done. For the manual is this one on the top, and then the multiplier here at the bottom. Like you can see right here, if you are trading $10 and able to reach to 7 step or 8 trade losses, it just require $5,000 in capital, so that you can manage your trade and run it up to 7 step. But if you have this same $5,000, and if you want to do it the same with the multiplier 2.5, I don't think you will be able to reach step 7. I think you reach just step 5 or step 4. I think you already run out of money already. So that's why it is important, if you are using auto martingale. So yeah, make sure that you calculate your balance that is needed to recover all those losses. So for example, I'm gonna set it, my total balance is gonna be 5,000. I'm gonna trade $5, so I'm gonna set this 5. Enter it. So here I got all my manual setting right there. So I'm gonna copy those manual setting and go back to our step here. I'm gonna go on step 1 right here, 7 here. So 7 is gonna be step 2 is going to be 7.2. Let's skip the 4, and then step 2 is going to be 17.35. 35 going to have 4 right here, and then step 3 is going to be 42. dot 2. Okay, let's give it like something like that. And then step 4 is 102.4. Then we have step 5 is 2848.5. And then step 6, what is step 6 right there? Step 6 is going to be 603.5. Step 7 are going to be 1465.5. Can we reach to step 8? No, yeah. I think we end at step 7. And then we just reverse back to a fixed, $5. So we start at $5. If the $5 is losing, then we're going to trade on 7, then 17, 42. If it keep losing, it will keep on trying to recover by following the step manually. Okay, but if you select auto martingale, it will keep on multiplying with 2.5. Every time that it's losing, then it will keep on multiplying every single step along the way. So I think I'm gonna set this because we can reach to 7 steps. Okay, then let's go to a profit filter. So for this profit filter to be profitable, so I will select to a 76%, let's see 74% of the profit filter. If it is less than that, I'm not going to trade because it's not profitable here. So this filter means that it has to be at least 70%. If the currency payout from the broker is less than 70%, you're going to lose the money, even though you set this manually. Okay, even though you win back in some process, but you're still losing. So it's really important that you needed to set this, to protect when it trade. I think 74% is fine for me. And then save. Okay, so once it is saved, we are ready to run the software. So let's move on to our real account right here. Awesome. This is yesterday and this is today. Okay, let's click on start. Okay, so now the trade is start, and let's wait for the result. Okay, so I think that's it for the MT4, and now let's move on to MT5. But for the MT5, I'm going to run the software with the pocket option. Okay, so let's pause right here. Let's go to MT5. So we got our MT5 open. It's pretty looking, similar to our MT4. But the different thing is, how you can set it up, with our connectors. Okay, let's put this into full. This is MT5, so do not be confused. So you needed to find the currencies to add your indicator. So I already have my indicator add to the MT5. Everything's gonna be the same. Okay, you needed to add the currency pair right here, and one you have the currency, and then you needed to add the indicator. So I use my own indicator. It's from the Autobot Signal indicator. So when we set up the chart, and at the same time we set up our indicator, so the first thing we need to do is to download the connector for MT5. Click on download the connector for MT5, open it up, and open or unzip it. Then just copy your signal connector, auto signal connector .ex5. Just copy it and then back to your MT5. Go into files, open data folder right there, and then go to MQL5, and then go to scripts and right click and paste it right here. We already have our auto signal connector right here. So once you paste it in, just close. The same thing, just go to the script, right click and refresh, so that you can see your auto signal connector open right here. Okay, it's gonna be the same process. And then the next one, we go into tools, go into options, and then you go to expert advisor, allow automated trading, and then check this too, and also allow the DLL import and web request list for listing URL. The same thing, back to our website and copy the web request right here. Copy this one. It's really important. If without this, you know, the software is not working, the connector is not working, just paste it in, then click on OK to close. Now let's add our indicator. Let's go to the connector right there. So once you get the connectors, go to input and read this message on our MT5. So we have the name of it is Autobot. So we're going to start with the Autobot first, the name of the indicators, and then we have the buy here for the call. So it has to be exactly the same as it is. And for the sell, for the put, our indicators say sells. And then for the connectors here is called the signal keys. Let's go to our softwares. We're going to start our broker as well, running the bot on a Pocket Options. Okay, once the software is launched. So here it's going to be a little bit different from the login of the Quotex. Let me show you. Click on the login right here. Then the pop screen will pop, the Chrome extension will pop open like this. So you wait until it show login like this, show up. It asks you, I am not a robot. You needed to check. You need to help to log in here because our software need to be, using your actual API to log in so that the broker won't be noticed that you are using the software. And then click on verify. Motorcycles. Any other motorcycles? Verify. So you need to help the software a little bit to confirm that you are not a bot. Okay. So this way, it is safe to run the software, to run the bot, to trade on Pocket Option, because somehow Pocket Option don't want you to use, other third-party software. And then we come to the signal keys, the same thing, signal keys. So we're going to use this. I'm going to say Pocket. Let's say Pocket. Signal. I'm gonna put all in capital like this. Just copy it, and then we're gonna save it. It's gonna be the same setting. Let's go back to our MT4, MT5. Back to our MT5. Here is a signal key, so we're gonna paste it right there. We got Pocket Signals. So that's it for the MT5. And remember, this tool is going to be needed when you are running OTCs, because you are trading on actual Forex. There's no need, to input this delete symbol or add symbol. So for now, I think it's done, and click OK. Then you will see this same, pop screen open. Let's minimize that. You can't close this one. If you don't see this open, make sure that you select on the expert below right here, because when you select on the expert, it means that the connector will read all this message alert in the expert tool right here. This is a toolbox that all the code need to be written in here and read those message. So one alert is pop open, because this one we don't translate the alert. So when we run this, when the next alert happen, we will convert those those alert and send the message to our Autobot to send to the Pocket Option. Okay, so here we set $10, so fixed amount, immediate signal, and next expiry. I'm going to use the same thing with a manual martingale, but this one we're going to run for $10. Okay, it's gonna set different here. Now let's save. Because I have more capital on Pocket Option, so it's really depend on you, how much capital you have and how you want it to run the software. So I have more capital on a Pocket Option, so I'm gonna run it for $10 per trade. So that's it, and then click on start. Let's go to another one right there. Here we go. We got 3 signals so far, and we all winning trade. There's no losing trade. That's pretty cool. So that's it for now. We have everything set up, for both MT4 and MT5. And for the Pocket Option, we have MT5 connected to it. And for the Quotex account, we have the MT4 connected to it. And from now, we will fast forward this video. It's going to be about an hour or two. Till the end of the video, if you are still watching, then you will find out how much we are able to make for both brokers, Quotex and Pocket Option. And for now, bye bye. Take care.